Hi, hello, what are you? Fuzz, Amanda, cleaning my shirt, Seint artist. We're gonna do our eyeshadow. I am gonna do a pinkish look, but I kind of want to showcase this color right here, Drift, because it can be two colors. All right, here we go. I'm gonna use the blend brush first. I love doing pink looks. Well, I'm not even gonna call this a pink look, but it's like, it's pink. It's got Claire. I love Claire. It's a really pretty, it's almost like my lip color. All right, I'm gonna first prep my lips. So I use my highlight as a primer. I don't use eyeshadow primer. I just use the highlight, which is nice because it just fits in your palette when you're doing your palette. So I'm just gonna pat this on, and what this does is it just gives a nice blank surface, you see? Because I have discoloration, there's veins, there's discoloration, there's redness. If you use lash serums, Latisse I know does it, Babe Lash, my girlfriend, she uses it and she said it discolored her eyes. So using this just gives you a nice and blank canvas to work with. Just like that. And then I have my cleaning tile in here for cleaning in between colors once I get to my shadows. I just do a really thin layer, a veil over it because it is cream, so it could crease. But I'm gonna set this with a powder. I'm gonna use an eyeshadow to set this. So I'm actually gonna go in with my smudge brush. This is my favorite brush. I'm gonna go in with my smudge brush and I am going to go into Claire. I'm going in on the bigger end. I'm just gonna tap into Claire. I'm gonna start up here on my brow bone. And what I'm doing is I'm tapping this in for two reasons. Because it will help put more product on and it will help absorb the moisture. Rather than wiping it on, it's not necessarily gonna blend right away. So it's adding, I'm bringing it all the way down to my lashes, but it's not as deep as it was up here because this is where I set it first. But isn't that such a pretty, you could stop here. At any point in this look, you could stop and be done. Claire is so pretty all on its own. Stunning, I love this color. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on my lid again, and I'm putting this on my brow bone because when I'm not using facial expressions and I'm resting my face, this touches my lashes. So if I just put it in my crease, all this is lost. All this is lost. I mean, you can see lots of pink, not a lot of pink. So I like to kind of rest my face and just make sure I'm bringing this up high enough. Because for some reason, anytime I do my eyeshadow, I automatically like pop them up. See? I can't help it. It's just what I do. I have a hair. And so I'm just putting this on the brow bone first. I need to tap this on over here. Usually you'll see me use a setting powder or I'll use the eyeshadow color Cupcake, but you could easily do this with your light pink and just tap this all the way down. It's so pretty even just on its own. So I'm just putting this up on the brow bone and I'm bringing it over just like that. So pretty. Again, and you can stop right here and call it good. Put on some mascara, head out the door and say, see ya. It's so pretty. Look at that. I love this color. Okay, the next color I'm gonna go into is Oak. Oak looks good on everyone, absolutely everyone. So I'm gonna switch to the eyeshadow brush because I like a nice fluffy brush. I'm gonna clean it here on this tile. I'm gonna tap in on the top, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna open my eyes because again, I'm hooded. And I'm just gonna pop this right here. I want you to really see it. So I'm popping this on you see how it's on the outside of my corner? And then I'm just gonna, with little circles, I'm gonna blend this and make it bigger. I don't want this to be super bold. And then I'm gonna push this onto my brow bone and towards my crease. And it looks good on everybody. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna flip it to the small end, go in, and I'm gonna tap this on my lash line and kind of do a V just to make it a little deeper. I'm gonna flip it, I'm gonna clean it on my tile here, and then I'm just gonna blend this in, blending, blending, blending. I like Oak because it can be so subtle but you can knock it up a notch and you can make it darker. You could even spray this and it'll make it even darker. I'm not gonna do that today, but it could. I just need to get that hair out of place. All right, or in place. Going in on that small end, and I'm going to come right down here under my lash line, and I'm just, I mean, you could stop right here. I'm essentially going to, I'm just going to add some other things, but you could stop right here, and this could be your look, and you could pop on your mascara, call it good, and say, see ya. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to put it on the small end, and I'm going to tap this on, and I'm going to do that V now. So I'm just tapping this along the lash line, keeping the eye open and making that same spot I had done with the fluffy end, and then bringing it up onto that brow bone and into the crease. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to tap it, and I'm just blending. But I really want to focus out here because I don't want it to get lost in my crease. I always forget how much I love oak. It's a gorgeous color. All right, tapping it onto that small end and getting that lower lash line, just like that. It's so, so pretty. So, so pretty. All right. There we go. You just blend it until you're happy. Okay, so let's talk about drift. This is going to be my eyeliner. Let's talk about drift. Drift is such a stunning color. I'm going back to the smudge brush on the small end. You could take it and you can highlight your brows with it. I love this. This is such a multifaceted, is that the right word? Color. So I can put this and I can highlight my brows with it. I could take that brush, that blend brush I used to prep my lid. I can tap it on and I could use it as an illuminator. It's a beautiful illuminator. So I'm just tapping this on the high points of my cheekbones, kind of just setting it on my orbital bone right here. And right here on the tip of my nose and then up the bridge. It's a really pretty shimmer. Okay, now I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna show you how it can be two colors, not just multiple things, a brow highlighter, an illuminator, and an eyeshadow. I'm gonna show you how it can be two colors. So I'm going to pop this on my finger and I'm gonna put this on my lid here, okay? Really nice. It's such a pretty champagne color. Now, because I'm hooded, I like to pop my shimmer up right here. I don't know why, I just like it to peek through right there. So I'm putting that on and look at how pretty that is. It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing over here because I want you to be able to tell the difference. So I'm putting this on over here, popping it up like I like. It's not as easy as you guys think. I need to get my nails shortened. Okay, I'm gonna take that fluffy end. I'm gonna dust off any excess. Okay, here's what I mean. So pretty, right? So pretty. I'm gonna go into Versailles right here. I'm gonna put some on my finger and I'm gonna pop this right here in the middle of my eye. Okay, just a touch, not a lot. This is gonna create some tackiness. I'm gonna go into Drift and I'm gonna put that on top. Two colors. I'm gonna just dust off any excess. Two colors of Drift. It can be really bold and it can be really subtle. I need it to match now. So I'm just putting on Versailles. I'm popping it where I want it, which I like it right in the middle. And then I'm gonna take Drift, pop it right on top. And that's it. Isn't this so pretty? So I'm gonna go in, clean my brush. I'm gonna go into Oak again. And I'm just going to pop it over in the corner. Just, I feel like I need more. All right, let's talk about eyeliner. I use a shadow. This is not our cream Black Friday. I don't recommend our cream eyeshadows. Sorry, they crease, they don't set. And I feel like anytime you're using an eyeliner, if it doesn't set, it's gonna transfer, especially with hooded eyes. You're gonna end up with that black line that just looks messy. So you can use a pencil. I do use a pencil. I like Maybelline Tattoo Studio. Clearly, I'm gonna waterline a little bit because I can't not waterline. And I'm just gonna get this outer corner right here. Just getting the outer corner waterline right there, okay? Really easy. I like to make sure I get it all the way to the corner. I'm really weird about that. Okay, I'm gonna use, this is the multitasker brush. This is such a great addition to your eyeshadow brush. It wouldn't be a starter brush, but it's a great addition. So I'm gonna take our setting spray and I am going to spray the little end. Just, come on, there we go. I'm gonna spray it just a bit, wipe it. Where's the towel? There it is. Okay, wipe my finger up. I'm gonna go into Salem. So Salem on the website looks gray. It is black. I'm going to tap the tip onto this and it puts it on. There it is, tapping off if there's any loose powder. First place I go is this edge. Now I don't do the waterline and I don't do the lid. I do the lash line right at the edge, like that. And it just adds this little bit of definition to where when my mascara goes on and I finish my eyeliner on the outside, it will look like it goes all the way across while also keeping your eyes big. Sometimes if you go all the way over with eyeliner, it can close your eyes. This doesn't. So I'm also gonna get, with what's left on the brush, I'm gonna get my lower lash line with it. Just a bit. I like doing it with what's left, not with the first stab at it. Just because I don't want it bold, I want it kind of smoky, and it's so pretty. All right, I'm going in again. It's still wet. I'm gonna go in again. I'm gonna tap the tip, tap the brush, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm only gonna do my eyeliner on the last quarter of the eye. And I'm just gonna bold it out. I'm just gonna do a little defined cat eye. I don't do crazy cat eyes because one, I have hooded eyes and it's so hard for me to do a cat eye with hooded eyes because this outside pulls down so far on me. So there we go. That's all I want to do. Adding more, tap it off. You don't want fallout. And so I'm pulling from this lower lash line up and then just bringing this in a quarter of the way in. Just a quarter of the way in. And that's it. That's all I want to do. I want to check and make sure they kind of match. I wish I could do like a big, bold cat eye. Now I've used, I'm not even gonna try. I've used, what is it? Stila Stay All Day. And this is what I like. So this gives the definition of one of these felt tip pens. It gives the definition of it, but it gives the softness of a pencil. But it gives you the control because of this tiny little end of one of those. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I use Bare Minerals Lashtopia and I love it. I really like it. I feel like it's similar to Maybelline Lash Lift. Is that what it's called? Falsies. It's very similar to this, but it has a longer shelf life. Like you'll use it longer. It's about the same size, but it doesn't dry out nearly as fast. So I'm just gonna get my mascara on. I always start at the root and build up. So I like to wiggle at the root, make it nice and thick and full, and then build the length. Otherwise, it can look a little bit like tarantula legs. And I'm not that. I'm not that. So that is it. So let me just finish this really fast. Getting that little mascara on, especially on that inner corner. I miss having lashes. Every time I do my mascara, I'm like, man, I miss them. I miss them. All right, that's my eyeshadow look. Touch of pink, but I really wanted to showcase Drift. It's so good. So good. That's it. Have a great day.